Hello, welcome back again. It's a beautiful day. How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy, beautiful Sunday. It's one beautiful Sunday of the day. And it's not just any Sunday, it's a Sunday of the first Sunday of the year. And that is magnificent. It is magnificent. So, good evening to you all. How you are doing? How is all your day? I hope your day is all good and fun. Mine is just beautiful, and I really mine is as busy, and I hope yours is as busy as mine was. But it was good. It's a lovely day. Good evening to you, Hogechi. Thank you for joining my live stream. Please, if you are just joining in, kindly share, invite people, invite friends, to come and discuss on this our live stream. Diana, enough. So today we are talking about obstacles. Yesterday we talked about setting goals. What is a goal and what type of goal you should set? Are you just going to set any goal because somebody else is doing it, or you just set something because everybody's talking about go. Yeah, it's January. Hey, this January. Hey, what they call it, New Year revolution. New Year revolution is just blah blah blah, and at the end of the day, you fall back because a goal set without a purpose is no goal. A goal set because other people are doing it is not a goal; it's a competition. So, but when you set a goal, let it be because something that you wanted and something that you really need to, or because something that you desire. So that is when it's a goal. And it's not just because it's a goal, it's because when you do it, you put the whole of your heart, the whole of your energy into it. And that is when it become actualized. So today we are talking about obstacles. What is an obstacle? An obstacle is that thing that can hinder your plan, your goals, anything that you wishes to do. But anything that you wishes to do, and something is just hindering it, and you don't know why something is hindering it or why that thing is happening. Can you leave up, please? Why that thing is happening, but because it happens and it become an obstacle. So today we are talking about obstacles in a goal. So how do you deal with an obstacle? How do you couple with an obstacle when you set a goal? Are you just going to let that goal fall apart, or because you you set the goal and because it couldn't actualize, it it has to end? Please excuse me. This is your last morning. You hear me? Oh, yeah, leave her alone now. What does she want? Nothing. Who wants my bracelet? Then give her one. Give her one now. Okay. Here's bracelet. But this is the only one. Give it to me. Now. Show it. Give it to her. Give it to her. Okay, now I'm back. So when obstacle come in, it hinder your goal. And every now and then obstacles can always come. Something can always happen. And it's one of those things that is what I call the inevitable obstacles. The inevitable obstacles will always come in your life, no matter how perfect plan that is. When you set a goal, it's like you put a you plant a seed, and every time you have to water that seed, you have to nurture that seed, you have to make sure that that seed keep on growing. But don't forget, what about when a heavy storm blow? whenever there is an heavy storm and it just wipe all the crops away, all the plants that you plant, and at the end of the day, it's like, oh, you don't have anything, you know. But this is how it is. A goal is like a seed. You have to plant it, and not just plant it, but also protect it. That no matter the storm that comes in, that it can withstand those storms, it can withstand those obstacles, it can withstand those trials, it can withstand all of those things that will be shaking those goals not to actualize. And it's not just because you set a goal, that a goal in the period of this time, that at that period you couldn't do it, that that goal is failed or that plan has failed. No, but this is it. When you set a goal, even if there is a storm or anything that happens, what you will have to do is you just do what I call continuation. Continuation is whereby you have to continue from where you stop. It doesn't matter what, where, or when. It matters that you continue from where you stop. Not just because you set a goal and storm happen, things happen, and that goal couldn't actualize, and you just abandon it. No, it is not working like that. Life is not like that. You have to do what is called continuation. Please, YouTube people, thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So you have to do continuation. You have to continue from where you stop. If you have a goal last year and you couldn't finish it, and this year and the year passed on because of one obstacle, one temptation, one this, one that happens, and today, another thing, and now we are still talking about going like, but last year I set a goal, I couldn't do it. Why should I set a goal? No, what you have to do, you can pick up from the one you started and try to finish it. The ability for you to start and finish is what makes you a winner. It is when you start something and you are able to finish it. That is when there is finished stop. When there is none and you just start and that half and that half, that half and that half. No, it doesn't work that way. Try to start something and also finish it. No matter how long it takes, no matter the duration, no matter in between, the obstacles that come in between, no matter all the temptation that comes in, no matter all the problems that comes in, no matter all the ups and downs. These are things in life. In those days, I used to think that maybe ups and down in life is caused by the devil. You know, that is what the system have make us to understand, that when you have temptation, is done because of one thing, one bad, but that is not true. These are things that is called inevitable. Uh, these are things that are inevitable. These are things that must happen in life. You can actually, you can you can predict it. You can only, what people do is they try as much as possible to remove human errors from their life. They try as much as possible to remove human mistakes from their life, human negligence from their life. It's not because I'm all still doing this that everything is still going to be perfect. No, there is always going to be the inevitable. There is always going to be the inevitable. The inevitable, the, excuse me. So, as we were saying, so the inevitable will always happen. You see, we try to control our life in a way that things we can reduce the errors, the mistake, the problem here and there, but there are things that we don't have control about. There are things that involve other people. At some point, things that also uh, uh, things that also involve a bit of you to other person that you don't have control about, because how people feel or what they do or how they do things, you can't control it. You can't decide it. You can't be the one to tell person, oh, this is. They all have their own thing. They all have their own kind of stuff going on in their life, which you don't have control about. So these are the things that you have to put in your heart. You have to put in your mind that when you are doing or setting a goal, that the ones you can control is the one you do. But the ones you can't control are the one other people have. But what we all talk about or what we all do is how we can reduce the negligence, the obstacles, the problem, the all the stuff that can happen in life. Let's take this for instance. When someone has maybe have this goal set in his or her life, he or she wants to do, let's say, start a business. That is a goal. And in that business, he has tried so much, to put all things together to make all things together, to put things so much, put finance together, put places together, marketing team together, everything, you put it all together. All of a sudden, everything is in place, but there is no buyer. So what are you going to do? The marketing team is using all best strategy. The administrative team are using all best strategy. What are you going to do? Are you just going to say, oh, maybe this goal is so bad that you can't do it? Maybe that is so bad that you can't do it. Or maybe that is so horrible that you can't do it. So for that reason, you step back. That is also called self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is always when you, as the person, try to reduce yourself. Try to reduce yourself to the level that, like, you are worthless or you are not worth enough. You don't just give up in the first place. You don't just give up because one little mistake or one little time. That is not how it goes. You have to keep on building. If it doesn't work this time, you have to pick it up and continue again. So long your heart and your mind are into it, so long your spirit is into it, it doesn't matter. One time I came across this article. Is about Coca-Cola. When Coca-Cola started, that in a whole full year they only sold 100 bottles. A whole full year. That is horrible. Should they have quit? Should they have stopped? Should they have said, oh, this is too difficult, nobody wants to drink our drink, even it's the way it still is? Should they have stopped? No, because they believe in it. They understand it. They see the vision, but you don't. So they can control other people to force them to buy the drink or to have the drink, but they just have to keep showing up. They just have to keep popping up. They just have to still keep doing what they are doing, because at the long run, as time goes on, everything will begin to increase. Everything will begin to grow up. Everything will begin to flourish gradually, gradually, gradually. That is why I said a goal is like a seed. When you plant it, when you nurture it, when you monitor it, when you keep it, it begins to grow. It blossoms little bit. You might not see the result at the beginning. It's just like when you plant what's it called? Let me say corn. When you plant a corn, you take two seeds of corn and you plant it. It's just two seeds, right? And those two seeds, you plant it, and then you start watering it and keep an eye on it, and make sure that the termite, the animal doesn't eat it. You give all the type of protection that it could desire, that it could need, so that the crops will still go well. But don't forget, you still don't have control over the storm that can happen. You don't have control over the wind. You don't have control over the rain. You don't have control over the sun. You don't have control over those things. But the one that you have control over is what you are doing, and you are doing it so well. You are doing it so good. You are doing it so good. It's 2 seeds of corn, and you put it on the soil. At the first time when it starts growing, it's just like 2 blink of leaf showing up. Oh, yeah. Leave it. Leave now. Leave. Come here. On your pass. Oh, excuse me. So it's just like 2 seeds of leaf that you will see. But the question is, will 2 seeds of leaf produce a corn? No. Should you give up? No. Maybe at the process, there will be a storm that will blow it out. YouTube people, please thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. So maybe there is a storm that will just blow it out, and then in that two seed of leaf, they just fell out, and you go there and you're like, oh, this crops is just dead. Maybe I should just uproot it. Or you just say, no, it's still not dead yet. You had more soil to it. You had more water to it. You had more nurture to it, and you leave it, and the next day it stumble back again. That is a goal. That is a goal. That is a goal that you are planting. That is a goal. And when it keep on growing, gradually, it's growing little by little, little by little, little by little. And before you know, it grows so big. It grows so big that it began to bring out these I don't know what's it called anymore. Those things, before the corn comes out. And before you know, remember, it's just 2 leaves that started. And those 2 leaves, you have 1 corn here, 2 corn here, 3 corn here. In 1 stick, sometimes you have 4, sometimes you have 3. But it all started with 2 seeds. So now the question is, the time the wind blow it, and it was almost dead, if you have given up, will it have come to actualize? No. If you have said no, nobody, this will not go well, will you have the time to have those many corn? No. That is a goal. It doesn't matter how many obstacles that come in. It doesn't matter how many problems that come in. You just have to keep on going. You just have to keep on pushing it. You just have to keep on putting everything together and never give up and never surrender. It doesn't matter if you see the result today. It doesn't matter if it's going well today. It doesn't matter if everything is working well today. What matters is you keep showing up. You keep nurturing it, because it is not just a goal. It is a vision. You keep on working towards it. You keep on nurturing it. You keep on, putting everything together. And at the end of it, you will see that, now things have changed. You are seeing the result. Every successful person today, what you see is a tip of the iceberg in their life. Because what you see is achievement, but you never see the struggle. You never see the pain. You never see the obstacles. You never see the rejection. You never see all those things. All those things is not there. All those things is not there for you to see. But what you see is success. I always say, before you admire people's success, you should also admire their struggle, because every struggle, every pain and struggle that they have encountered in their life, it is what build them. It is what build them to become successful. It is what make them to become successful. It is what it is everything put together that make them to become successful. The question is, what about you? Are you going to quit at at the very first obstacles? Are you going to give up because it doesn't work well? Are you going to give up because, oh, this is too hard? Are you going to give up? Or are you just going to continue? That is how it is. So tomorrow is Monday, and a lot of people are going to school. Of course, people are resuming work tomorrow. So I will just keep this live stream as short as it could possible, so that just want to remind you that an obstacle is is always going to be there in life, but what is more important is you that never give up. Never give up on your goal. Never give up on your vision. Keep on working towards it. Keep on nurturing it. Keep on showing to it. Keep on watering it, because at the end it will all actualize. So thank you all so much for my live stream. So tomorrow I will not be on live stream, but Tuesday I will be back again. So thank you all so much, and have a lovely, beautiful evening, and have a good relaxing, because Monday is another day. Say bye. 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 Mama. Yeah, that is you. See, that's Daniela. Say bye. Bye. Okay, bye, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.